Hey everyone, it's been a while since I last uploaded. For the most part, I've basically just been busy with other stuff. But in today's video, I thought it'd be fun to go over all the results of running 50 Trials of Chaos. The main reason people run the Trial of Chaos is just for SoulCores. I did actually create an Excel sheet that goes over everything that I got right here. We're mainly focusing on the guaranteed drops from Trial of Chaos, like the SoulCores and the Fates. But the main SoulCores we want to focus on is Xal'atael. As you can see, the market ratio is 60 Exalts for 1. Now these are actually quite hard to pronounce, but this one right here goes for 38. And then the main one that we're focusing on is the Azcapa, which is right here. For a single soul core of the Azcapa, currently right now it's going for 400 Exalts, but the drop rate is really low. Now my drop rate that I got was calculated from all the items that I actually got from my runs. It's kind of similar to the market ratio drop rate. So this drop rate is calculated based on the price of every single soul core that's on the market. The most expensive ones you would usually assume are the lowest drop rate. However, from my run I actually got 8 of these, giving me an increase of like 4%. Along with this one, I actually got an extra 6% over the market ratio. So you can actually see a huge difference in the market ratio drop rate from my run, which was only 50 runs, compared to the entire marketplace. So I might need a larger sample size, or the market is just flooded with certain soul cores that no one actually uses. As for the Fates, I actually got a quite decent even number between the Deadly Fate and the Victorious. And then the Cowardly one was my most common. However, on market ratio, the most common are the bottom two. Pretty similar prices for both of them. However, the Deadly Fate, which I got 14 of, sells for 56 Exalts. Now the market ratio is just an estimate / average, so it's always changing. That's just the values that I took when I was actually looking at the currency exchange. And I thought it would be good to go through every single item and to see how many Exalts I get for each item. Then calculate the total Exalts per run, then the average Exalts per hour to see if it's even worth it still. I did do this when the game first came out, and it was quite profitable then. I got about 2,500 Exalts from the last time I ran that. However, I think 50 runs is a decent sample size, but you would probably need a lot more runs to have a decent estimate on the actual drop rates for each item. So after 50 runs, I got 150 soul cores total. You get 3 soul cores per run, so that's just 50 times 3, 150. And then the 50 fates, which are the fragments for the TrialMaster, to actually open the door. So I thought it'd be good to show in this video me going through and selling them all on the actual currency exchange. So we're going to start off with Topotante, 23 of these. So for 23 of these cores, I'll get 207. Then Takate, so I got 28 of these. That will sell for 252. Opalote, I've got 25, 227, 6 of these for 48. Now Xal'atael, I've actually got 8 of these, which is actually a higher percentage than the average. And these ones sell for 60 a piece. They've actually went up to 67. I got 8 of these, so that's 520. This next one goes for 38 the last time I checked. I've got 12 of these. It's actually went up to 40 now. That's 486. Got 3 of these ones, goes for 27. So the next one I've got 2, go for 9 each, so 18. Then I've got 6, these go for 8, sell it for 52. Got 12 at these ones, 121. Now I'm just going to take the actual average price that I'm going to get for doing the total amount, even though I'm not actually going to get the exact total amount. Can maybe calculate after. This one for 3, 3 for 25, then 6 for 54, then 8 of these for 64. And then the big one, which is the Azcapa. I only got 1 of these from my run, but it goes for 413, so it's up 13 from the last time I checked. And that's all the soul cores. Now onto the fates. We'll start with the Victorious Fates since it's the most common one. I got 14 of the Victorious ones. That goes for 18 a piece, so 252. Then we'll do the one that I got the most of, which is the Cowardly Fate. I actually got 22 of these, so 22 will give us almost 400, 396. And then the most expensive one, which was going for 56 before, I have 14 of these Deadly Fates. I can sell for 55, so it's actually 1 less, but it sells for 770. That's all the Exalts that we got. I did actually go back through and change all the market ratios to what I had in the video compared to what I typed up before making the video. And these are the actual results. Now there's a bit of discrepancy between the actual total profits and the actual total amount combined here. and that's just because of the different fluctuating prices in the market. My total profits were 4,016 exalts, or 20.3 div, as the current exchange price for divs is about 198. So 4,016 divided by 198, that gives us about 20.2, although it keeps changing between 197 and 198. Now, this price actually did skyrocket quite recently from about 100 all the way up to 200, so it's a bit unfortunate, or else it would have been double. Now, since my runs were basically 15 minutes per run, about 1 minute 30 per trial room, I was able to do 4 runs an hour, which came to a total of 12 hours and 30 minutes for the whole 50 runs. That's why I would do 4,016 divided by 50 to give us an average of 80 exalts per run. And then to calculate the average exalts per hour, we just times that by 4, since I could do 4 runs per hour, which gives us a total of 321 exalts per hour. Now I have this little cost investment because it costs about 50 exalts to actually run the Trial of Chaos, if you don't already have some inscribed ultimatums. For me, I just go to the trade site, I type in inscribed ultimatum, change the item level to 79 and above, and then change the price to exalted for 1 exalt, and you'll usually be able to sort by the time it was posted, and you can just whisper every single person until you get a response. You want to go for level 79 and above because it gives you the trial numbers of 10, allowing you to get all the rewards, the 3 SoulCores and the Fate. You can actually buy this for other resources. If you just search without, you can trade for Regals and Orbs of Alchemy, but I find it's way easier to just trade people 50 exalts for 50 inscribed ultimatums, and you'll be able to just run them all straight away. So even with that cost investment of 50 exalts, we still walk away with 3,966. So I do still think it's worth doing. You get about 20 divs after 12 hours. If you're first starting off playing the game, this is a pretty decent way to actually make Exalts and Divine. Other than that, hopefully the data that I provided will be helpful to anyone that's deciding to go farm for this. It is a good way to start off your actual character and actually earn some resources to actually build your character. If you have some suggestions, you can leave them in the comments below. I'm always trying to find different video ideas. I've just been really struggling to find anything to actually cover that I felt was worthwhile covering, or something that wasn't already covered by people. Although on the 28th, the new Call of Duty map will come out, which will be the Tomb, which will be quite fun. I think I'm going to play that, maybe make some tutorials on that as well. But if you find the video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, it will help the channel a lot. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.